Welcome to the Mischief. I'm Vallen, and this is a vlog informing you of upcoming content to the Mischief of Mice channel. Dungeons and Dragons, DM View, Cobblenauts, Twitch, Thumbcraft, Access. Oh my gosh, there's lots to talk about. It's been a while. Let's start with the simple stuff. Dungeons and Dragons is coming up. We're starting a brand new campaign with a bunch of new players. We're going to be launching this on February 4th, which is Sunday, at about 5 p.m. UK time. And this will be our first time organizing with this group on a stream, and the first time that we've done this with DM View, which I'll explain in a second. So please forgive any kind of issues we may have, as we're currently trying to, well, just get things running so that you guys can have fun with us. But we'll be running a game there, starting off with the Tomb of Annihilation, as you saw perhaps on the thumbnail image. So we've got a small group of adventurers. We're all starting off in Baldur's Gate, and we're all going to make sure that we can all get each other killed in the best way possible. And hopefully you guys can all join us then. So what is DM View? This is something that we are experimenting with. Specifically, this is the area where we are unsure as to how it's going to work, but we think that we've got it working properly, and hopefully it'll work. So some of our patrons will have access to DM View if they so desire. This is basically a behind-the-scenes view of our Dungeons & Dragons adventure during the stream. So what's going to happen is Kashka, our Dungeon Master, is going to be dual streaming at the same time as everything on the main Mischief channel, but she'll be dual streaming it on hers. I'm going to have links for all this information in the description below, but it's going to be only to a private audience, and that private audience is going to get exclusive access to this. Now, it may be available later. I don't know. We'll work that out, but for now, it's going to be invite only for our patrons that have the access to that level, and they'll be able to see what she sees on her screen. Basically, she's going to have like a couple computers running at once because she's the Dungeon Master, but she is going to share things. So you may see images or monster stats or maps or things like that the players and those that are watching the normal stream will not. So you might see some spoilers stuff. Hopefully you're not going to share that in chat. But hey, anyway, the players are going to end up playing and we'll be having a good time. It's not like it's something that's required. It's just something we thought might be cool, a glimpse behind the DM screen and perhaps seeing how things are organized. So we're going to be experimenting with that, and hopefully if we can get that running and working in a satisfactory manner, then we will continue on with that. But moving on from there, we have other things that are coming up besides Dungeons & Dragons. I know, it's actually quite a bit that's going on there. But for those that have been paying attention to the channel, lately I've been doing a lot of collaborations with this new group called the Cobblenauts, which I am a part of. It's basically a relatively large, I would say, group of YouTubers and Let's Players and stuff that we all got together and decided that we wanted to try and make our own little, kind of Minecrafting style group. It doesn't have to be Minecraft, but basically our own massive collab group. We're ironing out the issues and details that we're having with just starting up something big like this, but so far we've been having a lot of fun, and it's great to collab with a lot of the others. So I recommend that you check out some of these people in the links below. If not, for those that are interested, check out the Forever Stranded Lost Souls playlist. That is basically going to be our Cobblenauts content from my angle. But there are a lot of others, and if you want to see an entire playthrough, you'll pretty much have to kind of circle around each of us and check out the different ways that we've progressed. Now, we're going to be coming up this week. We've got some really big group events planned where we're going to be fighting the Wither Boss, and then we're all going to be trying to get to the Overworld as well on 2 different days. So hopefully that'll be coming up this week, if not early next week. And we'll be able to get out some of this content, and you guys can check it out. I know that some of the other Cobblenauts have also decided to do a hardcore playthrough on their own, which is very cool, because I don't think I could probably do a hardcore playthrough. But anyway, it's a lot of fun. I recommend you check out their channels. It's going to be really interesting seeing the different perspectives and the different ways that each person handles task. And then we've got even more coming up, and that is the fact that I've left Mixer. For those that are familiar with the channel, might also know that I dual stream. I usually stream both to YouTube streaming and to Mixer, previously known as Beam. I currently now am streaming to YouTube and Twitch, because I was just having too many technical issues with Mixer that I just could not get resolved, and it was very frustrating for the viewers and myself. So we've moved over to Twitch, and so far it's been a very smooth transition. I haven't had much, if any, issues at all. I think I had like a tiniest glitch the other day, and that was about it. But it's been good so far. So we're going to continue on with Twitch. So if you do want to check out like the Dungeons and Dragons stuff or any future streams, come on over and join us on Twitch if you're having issues with YouTube, or YouTube if you're having issues with Twitch. This should give you guys a little bit of an access option, because I know that sometimes one platform might work better on mobile, another one might work better on desktop, another one might work better on a television. Entirely up to you guys, but we're just trying to give you a little bit of ease of access. And currently, we've got a couple playthroughs going on with the streams on Dark Grid, as well as All the Mods 3. And most recently, this brings me to the next topic, Thaumcraft 6 was released on Minecraft 1.10.2. And I opted to just kind of jump into a world and do a bunch of Thaumcraft 6 messing around, because it came out like hours before the stream. So we decided, you know what, let's just do a Thaumcraft 6 stream and throw together a random mod pack and see how it goes. And it went pretty well. It was a lot of fun. So I'll be having a bit by bit come out on that tomorrow. So I hope you guys are able to enjoy that. It's a little bit lengthy, but not too bad. And it tells you the basics of it, and then towards the end it basically will walk you through a bunch of tips and how to progress through things that you might get stuck on, at least early on in the mod, because it is just a getting started video, but it should help ease you past some of the difficult areas early on, so that you don't get too frustrated just trying to get into the mod. And then the last bit is just, we've got a bunch of things and accesses for you guys. I don't know that people are fully aware of what we have. Namely, we have a Reddit page, which a lot of people are like, oh, I don't really do Reddit. Our Reddit page currently is like 2 comments. It's nothing really, that you have to get into or anything. But the idea here was, I took it upon myself to make a large list of all of the playlists that we've got on the channel, except for maybe like last week or something like that. I try to update it like every couple weeks in case a new playlist is created, which they usually are. But I've got it all kind of sorted in there, easy clickable links just for access, so people can easily find the content that they want. Because I know that sometimes browsing through the YouTube page can be a little bit of a pain. So this was created with the thoughts of you guys in there, and I'll have a link for that in the description below as well. On top of that, we also have a wonderful community on Discord where you can chat, hang out, and just use it to check out the schedule. And I'm serious. We've got a lot of people in there, and they're talking all the time, and they're very friendly. It's a great community. We also have a website for Mischief of Mice, which has, like fan art and links to a lot of our stuff if you wanted to check that out. And if you're interested in supporting us in our content, we have a Patreon account at patreon.com/mischiefofmice. So that pretty much brings us to the end. I hope you guys enjoyed this with a little bit of Thaumcraft running in the background. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy our content. And to hit that notification bell on your YouTube page if you want to be notified of any kind of upcoming or content as it's released. And don't forget to spread the mischief to others if you think they'll like this too. And until next time, folks, I'll see ya.